Multi-domain operation is the hardest thing to achieve in warfare. And whether you're on the offense or the defense, success goes to the side that is able to organize its multi-domain operations most efficiently. And that's one of the reasons why the Ukrainians have held so well so far. I mean, they're struggling to break through Russian lines at the moment, but my goodness, it's been a David and Goliath struggle. And their comparative advantage has been the fact that they are further ahead in multi-domain operations than the Russians evidently are. Multi-domain operations are regarded as the philosopher's stone of modern military operations because the domains of warfare, land, sea, air, space, and cyber, and some would add undersea to that as a sixth domain because it's so important, are very difficult to put together, and they're very difficult to organize together. But what we've seen in the Ukrainian war is a degree of multi-domain operations because the Ukrainians have got to be more inventive. They don't have a navy, but they have no choice but to engage in some sort of maritime operations. And so they've used robotic drones, which are controlled by GPS in space, working with missiles, which are fired from a land base, or in some cases, air-delivered missiles. So you can see that they're putting some of these domains together to conduct operations against, say, Sevastopol, in that very successful attack last week, which took out a Raputia-class landing craft and a Kilo-class submarine, as well as what looks like a couple of corvettes also. So this multi-domain operation is required in modern warfare, but it's not the sort of NATO multi-domain operations which are planned on a much, much larger scale. Nevertheless, the Ukrainians are showing that multi-domain operations are important to conduct even at the lowest levels, because it's important to use space technologies, GPS, in their case also Starlink satellites, to give them tactical operation that comes into a mobile phone held by a sergeant in charge of an artillery battery. The air domain is something that the Ukrainians don't have much handle on because they don't have a dominant air force and they don't have air superiority. Nevertheless, they still have to compete for airspace, and increasingly they're using airspace, as are the Russians, for drones. I mean, there is a sort of almost a new subdomain of air, which is the airspace below about 10,000 feet, and particularly 5,000 feet. And in a way, that's the drone space. It's almost a new subcategory of the battlefield, because drones are now ubiquitous. And this conflict has shown the rest of the world how important drone technologies are going to be, from tiny drones up to aircraft-sized drones operating at pretty low levels. But they're absolutely vital both to what happens on the ground and at sea and increasingly above them.